If everybody followed this simple plan, I believe the cannabis industry would be seen as one of the most sustainable industries. Today, I would argue it's seen as one of the least sustainable industries, be it the electricity consumption or all the plastic packaging. As a packaging company, Cannabis Specialty Packaging, my mind naturally goes there, and I believe packaging can be the first step in turning around the sustainability efforts of our industry. And the reason I say that is because packaging is a physical manifestation of sustainability. Hey, this packaging, it's now sustainable, and before it wasn't. It's easy for people to wrap their heads around that. The plan is very simple. If we all chose sustainable packaging options, and we all used video-enabled sustainable packaging, which if you don't know what that is, it's storytelling why your packaging is sustainable rather than just moving to sustainable packaging and making it confusing for the consumer. If we all did that, I believe the cannabis industry would be seen as one of the most sustainable industries in the world. And I further believe we would be an inspiration for other industries all over the world who are watching us, because there's still a huge spotlight on the cannabis industry. Now, I understand a lot of you guys are saying to yourselves as you're listening, but I don't have money for the sustainable packaging. It's just too expensive. We're trying to cut costs. I can't move to sustainable packaging. And to that I would say, you can move to sustainable packaging on a tight budget. In fact, if you're interested in how to move to sustainable packaging on a tight budget, subscribe to our channel, because we're going to be showing you options that are affordable for every cannabis product next year. So subscribe to the Cannabis Packaging Show. I want to show you an option now to prove if you're on a tight budget, you can move to sustainable packaging. Here it is, the Pop Top, the staple of the industry, now made with 25% ocean-bound plastic. This is a simple step you can take that won't take much effort on your part. Cannabis Specialty Packaging could even produce the video-enabled sustainable packaging for you. You could move to sustainable packaging for pennies more per package, or if you're doing it in large volumes, maybe you can get the same cost that you're currently paying. Your problem is not those extra couple of pennies per unit. Your problem is dwindling market share because you're not relating to consumers who care about sustainability. Those extra couple pennies and positioning yourself as sustainable is the very thing you have to do to grow your market share in 2023. I believe by moving to sustainable packaging, if we all did it, it would create incredible momentum for our industry. Not only higher morale, which I think would also happen, where all of us who want to see sustainability be a norm in the cannabis industry, not only would that give us some morale, a positive boost, if I can put it that way, but it would also open our eyes to other sustainable ways. We would see that sustainability actually helps grow market share, consumers appreciate it, and I think, this is just my thoughts, brands will say to themselves, if our packaging had such a positive impact, if we do other sustainable things, will that also have a positive impact? And that is a snowball that can be very positive and can be something that I think all of us want to see happen. Please make sure to remember, use video-enabled sustainable packaging. If you move to 25% ocean-bound plastic in your Pop Tops and you say nothing about it except for small print that no one can read nowadays, you're probably not going to see a positive impact. But if you put a QR code and you move to a short video, and I'll show you guys just in case you missed our video on video-enabled sustainable packaging. So you pull out your phone and there's a QR code and you scan it, and it takes you to the company's Instagram page, which is also driving traffic to social profiles and having you not just have a transaction but a relationship with your consumer, which is how big businesses are grown. And you move to a video like this. That explains that you're sustainably minded, that explains why you're doing what you're doing, that explains the fact that with every Pop Top purchase, we're removing plastic from the oceans. Now, some of you might be saying, only 25%, is that greenwashing? Absolutely not. I actually used to think maybe it was, but it clearly isn't, because you're still removing a lot of plastic from the ocean. If you sell 1 million of these, you're at 25%, that's the equivalent of removing 250,000 at 100%. And if someone was removing 250,000 Pop Tops worth of plastic packaging at 100%, everyone would be wildly impressed. So you're still making a very positive impact at the lower percentages, but you're making it affordable and practical and realistic for you to go sustainable rather than sitting on the sidelines. So that's video-enabled sustainable packaging. Use it in your business. I want to end with a quick story. I was at Cannabis in Chicago, and a gentleman walked up to our booth and he said something to the tune of this: "You guys have great sustainable packaging. I make all my packaging decisions based on sustainability." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Oh, all my product decisions, I should say, based on the sustainability of the packaging." I said, "What do you mean? The company, do you look at other aspects?" He said, "No. If the packaging is sustainable, I assume that the company overall is sustainable, because if they put effort into the packaging, they must care about everything else." Now, at first it caught me a little off guard. I said, wow, is that sort of a narrow way of looking at the world? But isn't that what all of us do? Do we all really research every aspect about a product? No, we look at what's on the packaging to understand what the brand is about. Do you research every last thing about the company you buy eggs or cookies from? No, you read what's on the packaging to learn their story. So by moving to sustainable packaging, you're getting the benefit of positioning yourselves as sustainable, and then hopefully you'll incorporate other sustainable practices. Because some of you guys will be saying, oh, what if people just move to sustainable packaging and they're faking it and they don't do other sustainable things? Well, at least they got their packaging right. Appreciate the progress that's being made. That brand, instead of doing nothing, is now taking some sustainability practices, hopefully, and I believe the market will appreciate what they're doing, and then they'll say, hey, this sustainability thing really has legs from a business perspective. Let's invest more and more into this. I'm tired of people that are such, I should call them ivory tower sustainability people. They're always looking to, poke holes in things. Take actions. Let your actions dictate whether or not you're going sustainable. So in summary, move to sustainable packaging in 2023. Use video-enabled sustainable packaging and watch the positive momentum compound. Thanks for watching the Cannabis Packaging Show. We'll see you on the next one.